Cause I only need the crew plus me. We stay all day. UK, okay, just vibes. We slide all day, all night, all night, all night, all night, all night. I don't stop, I don't sleep. Cause I only need my crew plus me.
All night, all night, all night, all night.
Only need my crew plus me.
All night, all night, all night, all night.
Only need my crew plus me. Only one place we wanna be. Only need the crew plus me. Don't know who we're gonna see, but I heard they play a couple CDs. £8 for a G&T. Probably gonna spill it on my jeans. Don't really care honestly, cause I only need the crew plus me. We stay all day. UK, okay, just vibes. We slide all day.
I'd like to ask you about the event today.
Okay.
How do you like it?
Yeah, I mean, I think more importantly, how do you like the event so far?
So nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We've been doing this tour around the Middle East, and now we're in Egypt. It's a great venue. We've had great weather, great people, and really good space to show you what our cars can do.
How's the new Jaguar F?
Yeah, so we've been based on this activity here, which you experienced earlier.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 F-types on the handling course that we set up. And as you can see, it's a really tight, twisty course. There's big curves on either side.
Yes.
And it shows how agile the car is. And as you saw, we can do whatever we want with it, and the car behaves perfectly. So you experienced the 3-litre version, the supercharged.
Yes.
So a bit of extra power, some big slides. It's good.
It was a nice car, actually.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about the experience in Egypt.
Yeah.
Did you visit? Where did you go? Did you have fun?
Yeah, I mean, this is my first time in Egypt. Actually, for a lot of the team, it's their first time
Nice.
also in Egypt. The dealer here, MTI, they put on, they asked us if we wanted to go and see anything. So a few of us said we wanted to see the pyramids.
Yes.
So the dealers actually organized, really nice of them to take us to the pyramids yesterday morning. And yeah, I mean, everybody has an image of what it is.
So you only saw the pyramids?
And the Sphinx, obviously. We only had so much time, you know. We're here for 3 days, and
Short time, I know.
exactly, we started in the afternoon, where we finished late at night. So, I mean, the whole trip in the end, it took us, we spent hours there. So,
So you think you want to visit Egypt again?
I mean, I think there's a lot more to see than
Yeah, a
just
lot.
Cairo. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we haven't even seen Cairo city center. So at least we saw the pyramids. I'm happy.
Next
Yeah.
time you have a nice tour?
Yeah, I think so. And you know, like I said, we're based in Dubai, so it's not that far. It's 4 hours. Yeah.
2.5 hours?
Yeah. Or the next time, maybe next year, we'll be back in the same place. So
Yeah.
we'll see you then, and we'll go see something else.
All day, all night.
Right, we're good.
Yes.
Do your sound check. Sound check, sound check.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
You need 1, 2, 3 for a sound check.
Okay.
You
Can
do
go.
it. I don't know why people on sound checks do all that 1, 2, 3. It doesn't mean anything. Right. Okay, so what we're going to do today, gentlemen, is have a look at the suspension and traction technology on our new Land Rover Discovery. So I'm going through the system. I will select off-road information, and off-road information will give me a couple of screens to play with. Wheel information is going to give me information about suspension. It's going to give me information about axle articulation. It's going to give me information about diff lock, and it's going to give me information about steering, as you can see from the top too. Now, if one of these wheels turns red, it means that that wheel in the car is off the ground. And what the red signifies is the system sending braking force to that wheel in order that the wheel doesn't spin and therefore throw power away to a place that it's not needed. Power is like water. It goes to the line of least resistance and it will always escape when it can, so we try to control that. Neutral, low range in the gearbox. I've already selected a terrain response system. If I hadn't selected one, it would have done it automatically. But I've selected one because I know what we're going through here. I check that my suspension is up to its full height. And make sure the car is level, and then I can proceed. So, gently, very gently, I'm hardly using any power at all. The car will go in and you can see the movement. So we've got an open shock absorber there. We have a dropped axle here. This is now closing up and we get the car tilting through. And you can see how all the articulation is being done. If we get to that point where we have a red light on both these wheels, you can feel the car trying to find some grip where there isn't any. So that's, these two wheels are in the air. So all I'm going to do is give it a very gentle amount of throttle and it will apply the power to the other two wheels and make me move forward. So even if you had three wheels in mud or two wheels in mud, one wheel in the air and only one wheel with any grip, the car would drive out of the hole. You see the diff locking up. Full orange means fully locked, 2/3 locked, and then when we're back onto tarmac, it will have unlocked itself completely. That will go totally black. So we're going around here, and I've got some quite deep holes here, some deep ridges, which will go through nicely and smoothly as well, because the car will do most of the work. I'm hardly doing anything. 800, 900 RPM, very little. Just enough to keep the car moving through. The diff locks up, the wheels are, you can feel the car rocking when it's on two wheels. Now the next thing we'll do is we'll change the screen and we'll look at the slope information. So at the moment I'm running reasonably level on the flat, but I'm tilted over on this angle at 4 or 5 degrees. I'm going to go a bit more. So I want you to watch the screen and tell me if it gets to 18, okay? Because I'll be watching where I'm driving. If this gets to more than 18, you have to tell me, okay?
Okay.
So just keep an eye on it and just see what the numbers are like.
14, 16, 17, 18,
Okay, so we keep going.
19, 20.
Shall we just keep going?
What?
Shall we keep going?
Yeah, going where?
Keep going on. God, shall we just let it?
What are you doing?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, go.
Keep it going?
What are you doing?
There you
This
go.
is
It was up at 23. Now at the moment, this front wheel is about that much off the ground.
okay.
Okay, I'm going to take that off, release the parking sensors.
Parking sensor.
Yes, because it was detecting the front of the ridge on the pocket.
Okay.
So this wheel is now that much off the ground. If you went into any other car and did that and then applied some power, that wheel would just spin that power away. But here, all I need to do is just come off the brake and then the car will use the other 3 wheels to push itself forward, and that wheel doesn't spin. That's how it all works. It's all a clever use of electronics and computer technology and sensors. And we've got loads of cameras. See, drive assist gives me a camera under each mirror, so I can see exactly what I'm doing under the wheels. If I've got rocks, let's say that bad weather you had 3 days ago, we had hailstones.
Yeah.
The road up the back there was completely flooded.
Yeah.
It was half a metre deep, couldn't see, didn't know where the big stones were. This will let me see what's going on at my wheel, and I can adjust my steering angle according to the problem. That all gets done there. And then of course we do have the 360-degree camera. So I get the overview. So that's taking the 4 cameras that are on the car and projecting them into an artificial view, as if we were under a drone. Okay, so I can bring the car back into neutral, deselect low range, back into drive, pop it into automatic so that the car reads the conditions and sorts itself out, and I'm back to driving an ordinary car again. I've still got high suspension. Once I reach 60, that suspension will drop back down to road level, and at 105 it will drop again to what's called speed lowering. So there are 7 suspension settings on the Discovery. That's it. If you've enjoyed this show,
What?
if you've enjoyed this show, tune in next week when we'll be in Palestine.
Top Gear.
No problem.